Hey, this is Peyton, and I'm ready to rant. And today I'm going to be ranting about the subject of my last Ready to Rant once again. And if you've seen any other video on my channel, it's most likely you've seen that last Ready to Rant because that's the most viewed video on my channel that I have ever uploaded. Thank you all so much for that. Thank you for the views, the comments, the likes, and all the new subscribers. Welcome, and I hope you enjoy this video too. And if you like these Ready to Rants, if you like me talking about games in this more freeform format, please let me know, and I'll keep them coming as long as you guys are interested. But like I said, this video is about Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. And to be more specific, I'm going to be ranting not about, but something inspired by the double character reveal the game just got at the Future Game Show. Which, if you missed that, the Future Game Show just happened yesterday at the time of this recording. And to touch on the show itself for just 1 second, it's a good show. It's about an hour and a half, and I recommend you check it out if you got the time. There were a bunch of cool indie games revealed, cool stuff. But to get back on topic, the double reveal was slated to happen in the show. They didn't say where, and I assumed going into it that the reveal would happen just somewhere in the middle of the show, just kind of be a part of everything going on. They'd show it off and then move on to something else. In a good scenario, I thought maybe it would kick off the show. Like, they thought the game was a big enough deal that it could lead everyone in, whet everyone's appetites for what's to come. And I thought that would be a really good scenario for it because it would essentially show how much faith the developers and the powers that be have in the game, that it could kick off an entire show like that. But instead, literally what I think the best case scenario happened. It was the closer of the show. The very last thing before the show ended was this double reveal, which is so exciting to me to know that these developers know the promise of this game already just based on everybody's reaction, and they are treating it with, frankly, the respect it deserves given what everybody's saying about it. And that is awesome. The marketing for this game is top-notch so far, and I just hope they keep it up. But, of course, to actually talk about the reveals, we got 2 reveal trailers. I will put them down in the description, and they were for CatDog and April O'Neil, respectively. So CatDog's trailer came on first, and spoiler alert for anybody who doesn't know, we've known CatDog's been coming to the game for a little while now because a version of Nick All-Star's box art leaked that has all the characters silhouetted out. And even though they're silhouettes and we can't really see who's who, with a silhouette like CatDog's, you're not going to mistake that for anybody else. So they are one of a few characters we've known was going to be in for sure. So seeing them here wasn't a surprise. But what was a surprise for me personally was how well animated they are. Again, the developers of Nick All-Star Brawl are Ludosity, and they've made another platform fighter before in the form of a game called Slap City, which I recommend going and checking out. But when it comes to graphics, Slap City isn't the most visually stunning game around. It's not bad looking by any stretch of the imagination, but it's very simple 3D, which in that game's case is perfectly fine. But when I saw CatDog was going to be in the game, I was really worried that, knowing how their previous work looked, he would look really janky in that similar basic 3D style. But actually seeing them in motion, CatDog is honestly one of my favorite looking fighters. I think they pulled them off as well as they possibly could, and I can't stress that enough. They look fantastic, which blew me out of the water. And the gameplay overall almost looked like cleaner, I guess, in this bit of footage. I don't know if like they changed the lighting or something, or if I'm just straight up imagining it, but this gameplay looked super good. And again, that's helped by how good CatDog looked unexpectedly to me. And their stage looks great too. Their fishbone house, it's really fun. I love seeing older characters like this suddenly get in the spotlight again. And April O'Neil's trailer also was pretty cool. She didn't come with a new stage like CatDog, but her moveset is very different from, I guess, what I thought it'd be, if anything. To be frank, I didn't think April would get in at all. I thought if we got another Turtles character, it'd be Shredder, but April fighting with her newscaster equipment and always keeping a microphone in hand, it's great stuff, and it represents the characters very well, which Nick All-Star Brawl is doing a lot of in terms of representing its characters. It just is nailing everybody's personality and style so well. But like I said at the start of this rant, this video is not about these characters that have been revealed. This video is actually about an aspect of their reveal trailers that caught my attention, and that would be the music in it. Because the music in these trailers is the same as the launch trailer for this game. Which there's nothing wrong with that, they're reusing music, but what makes it interesting to me is that we don't know any of this game's soundtrack so far. Which leads me to wonder, is this game going to feature music from the shows that are represented in it? Because the obvious answer feels like it should be yes, but we almost have confirmation in a sense that the game won't feature these characters' voices, because the voice actor of Invader Zim came forward and said that he has yet to be contacted for his voice to appear in the game, which at this point in development, it seems unlikely that they would change something that major unless it gets patched in last second or patched in after the game releases. So if voice acting isn't in this, how will music fare? Like, will we get to hear Rugrats music or SpongeBob music or Danny Phantom music? It's all up in the air right now, and the trailers have revealed no songs in the game. Unless, of course, the trailer song is in the game in some form. But when it comes to what other songs could be in it, we just don't know. And all this really got me thinking, outside of the basic features and premise of the game, like how it's going to have online multiplayer and how we know obviously the characters and stages in it from what we've seen in the trailers, we really don't know much about what other features this game's going to have, if any. And some of the features I'm talking about when I say that are like the final smash in Smash Bros. How it's an attack that is like a big love letter to a character and it's almost guaranteed to kill. Will Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl feature something comparable to that for its characters? And on a related note, will Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl even feature items? Because Slap City doesn't feature items. And so, does that mean there's no chance of us being able to use the log from Ren and Stimpy to whack people around, or the Nickelodeon slime to stick people in place? We don't know. And as long as they're keeping the features for this game as tightly under lock and key as they are, there's little chance of us learning about them just through the snippets of gameplay they're showing us. And all of that stuff may just matter to the casual side of this game, but there's some competitive features that would be nice too that are unaccounted for. Like a training mode. Will this game feature a training mode at all? And if it does, is it going to be like a good training mode that really lets you go in depth and practice specific mechanics and learn the ins and outs of each character in the game's engine? We don't know yet. And likewise, we don't know if there's going to be a mode similar to Smash's classic mode for single players. Because again, this game's casual audience cannot be understated. A lot of people that buy this are going to be buying it off name recognition, which that's how most licensed games go anyway, but this game especially, considering what it is. It's a big mashup of all these Nicktoons. So features like that are going to be essential unless this game ends up acting as a spiritual successor to the original launch of Street Fighter V, where everybody was against it because it lacked any features outside of the core combat. And again, none of these features being in or out are going to make or break this game, but having them there certainly would help, and having none of them would definitely hurt this game in the long run. But again, the marketing for this game has been so good, and the developers have been so open in their Discord, it leads me to believe that everybody behind this game is fully aware of what their audience does and does not know about this game right now. And I also believe that we will learn about this stuff in due time. And we may even learn about it in a video similar to what Sakurai did before Smash Ultimate released, where we basically have this presentation style video that goes over all the features in the game not directly related to characters and stages. And if such a video were to be made, then I would be extremely happy, because it would essentially address everything I've been going on about here, just letting people know what all is in the game. And the reason I think I was even inspired to make this, beyond really wondering what the soundtrack and all these extra features, like where they stand with this game, it's that this double reveal has made me more excited for this game than I even was previously. Getting to see reveal trailers at all for this game is saying so much about what is going on behind the scenes of it, and it makes me very happy to see. It's so great to see another bigger platform fighter finally break through, and it's just an exciting time. Even if this game doesn't end up doing great, it'll have been fun following it like this and letting you guys know my thoughts on it. But I want to know what features you guys want to see in this game. So leave a comment if you can think of any items or stages or game modes that you're hoping to see in Nick All-Star Brawl, because I can see a ton of potential for stuff like that if they have the development time to do it. Which, again, I feel like they've got at least one or two surprises in terms of stuff like this up their sleeve that they'll reveal to us in due time. But until that time comes, this has been Payton, and I'm done ranting.